Hi, great Indians. I am Shaiju Jose, one of the English teachers, the Great India School, Raipur. Today, let us try to learn the first chapter meant for the students of class 10 of CBSE. This story, A Letter to God, was written by one of the famous Mexican writers, G.L.Fuentes. Most of his stories are assessed as exciting, humorous, and a symbol of ordinary Mexican life. This story is set in one of the Latin American countries, and let us probably believe that this particular farmer Lencho belongs to Mexico itself, the birth country of the writer. This story, when we deeply analyze it, is trying to picturize the protagonist of the story, Lencho, as very simple, honest, hardworking. And Lencho's daily life is in a very detailed fashion presented by the writer, as he wanted to take care of his family by working hard on his own field. One day, to his complete disappointment and sadness, he was shocked to see that all his crops were completely ruined in devastating hailstorms. Having been lost the hope how to go ahead for taking care of his family, he wanted to write a letter to God. It's very clear that Lencho was a man of great faith in God. He never wanted to keep any kind of disbelief in God. He writes a letter to God and he demands at least 100 pesos for taking care of his family and for sowing his field again. Let us see what happens ahead. Lencho's waiting for reply from the God continues. He earnestly believes that God will surely reply him with the amount that he had already demanded to him. Lencho's letter reaches the local post office, and one of the post office employees happened to see this particular letter addressed to God. The letter has become a matter of laughter among most of the post office employees, but the postmaster, being a very kind-hearted, gentle human being, wanted to keep Lencho's faith as it is without being shaken. With the help of post office employees, the postmaster could collect a handsome amount of 70 pesos in place of 100 pesos as he had demanded from God, and he could send the amount to Lencho in God's name. But when Lencho receives the amount from God, he becomes extremely furious, because the amount in his mind from God was higher than that he had already received from God. Here he becomes extremely suspicious of the employees at the post office. He calls them a bunch of crooks. He thinks that the post office employees had already stolen some amount from the total gift from God. When we analyze the character of Lencho, portrayed by G.L.Fuentes through this well-knit story, we conclude that Lencho is representing the ordinary farmer lives in Latin American countries, as we see even today. He remains very simple, he remains very honest, he remains very hardworking, but he is very poor in judging the human nature. He is running short of the great quality of gratitude. To sum up, we can say that Lencho, as everyone is, has both merits and demerits. When we count the positives of Lenjo, we have a lot of, but as a ordinary farmer, he is running short of the faith in human beings, though he shows excessive faith in the supreme power of God. Try to learn this story in an interesting way, because it's very easy. You can easily catch up the main points. So with the help of this simple video presentation, simple video attempt by me, try to learn the story, taking all the efforts that you can for the time being. Thank you all.